Well, main thing, I would think, what was 16 out of 17 from the free throw line or 17 out of 18? Basically, an area where you guys usually want to be good, need to be good, you were good tonight. Like how encouraging is that for you to see? Because that's not dependent on opponent. That's you guys standing there by yourself.
Well, I mean, we try to get downhill and get to the free throw line as many times as we possibly can. I mean, clearly 18 trips there tonight was a high for us, and making 17 out of those 18 were, I mean, just outstanding.
How important is that particular stat? Shooting a high percentage of the line and getting to the line in kind of the blueprint for your style.
I mean, it's a difference maker. I mean, while we try to force turnovers and make sure we don't foul teams, I mean, it's just, you know, just opportunities for more points. And I think, like for us, I mean, we typically love to put up threes, but I'd like us to continue to get to the paint and get to the free throw line more.
And as you build, especially your bench, having a game like this where you can give Jordan Devon extended minutes and Emily Adams, how important is that going to be down the stretch when you need to call on them in spots?
Well, I think those core five or, rotation of eight, so that top group has just been playing a lot of minutes. I mean, it's a long season. So just getting those kids ready, giving them experience as early as possible in the season, just so that, when we do need them, they're ready.
Does it concern you that you let a team like, hang around, or are you more pleased that your team showed that spark to get away from them?
A little bit of both. I mean, I always say, you respect everybody who walks through the door. Okay, it doesn't matter whether it's UCCS or anybody else. And I think just that intensity to start the game, how critical that is. And I think we've weathered that in the first quarter and, have started doing a much better job in the second quarter of pulling away, but certainly would like to see that intensity much earlier.
Okay. And this does count as an official win. Do you get two? Is that how it works against D2s?
Well, the Mountain West Conference, has made some adjustments to the numbers. And, typically we have gotten two. We won't be able to schedule any more, going forward. And what I mean by that is I do think we're moving to one.
Okay, now it'll be one. Okay, got it. Yeah, and is it, obviously if you have your choice of D2s and you're playing the local team, is that why, to kind of give them the opportunity to come into your gym?
Of course. I mean, we always, have played the local teams and, love having, those UCCSs and, we've had Colorado College for exhibition games, but we do try to make sure that, we play those local teams and have an opportunity to compete against them.
Well, a couple things. First of all, with the team shooting 17 of 18 from the line, I mean, to get there that often and then to hit them, how important is that for you guys to see that and remember that that can be part of your DNA?
Yeah, it's extremely important. Every practice, we've been shooting at least like 15, 20 minutes of just free throws because in the past few games we've been missing quite a few, especially in, crucial moments. So it's definitely been an emphasis these past couple weeks to, make sure you knock down those free throws because those are going to count in the end.
And then for you, a game like this where you get some extended minutes, because you're being counted on in such short spurts to provide a spark, like how important is it for your development to get games like this to where you can really get in the flow of the game?
Yeah, it's extremely important. I'm kind of just like an energy sparker right now, getting out there, trying to get some of my shots up, just try to help the team out on defense. And, everybody's role on the team is extremely important. And then after our loss at Army, I think we all have just realized that we need to kind of just hone in on what we are as a team. And it's extremely, energy, we're kind of just like an Energizer bunny type of team. So I think for my role specifically, it's just going out there, do what I know I can do. I've been playing basketball for forever, so it's not too much pressure out there.
Yeah, and obviously, in the future you will be a featured player here, but how much pride do you take in being that energy provider and and providing key points the way you have been?
I mean, I take a lot of pride in it. I mean, like me, Emma, Key, Emily, like all of us that go in after to get some starters, some rest. And we all just go out there and do what we can do. So it's extremely important for us.
And what was your recruiting experience? Like, what kind of options did you have when you chose Air Force?
So between my junior and senior, I tore my meniscus, so kind of the recruiting did slow down for me a little bit. So at the end of the day, I just thought Air Force was the best place for me to go. My dad's Army, my grandpa's Air Force. So I have some, military background. So they just kind of talked to me about it, and I was like, okay, I'll see how it is.
Cool. Were they enlisted or did they go to
Both of them
academies?
were enlisted, yes.
Okay.
So a little bit of a different route, but
Cool. Did you come in through the prep school or direct? You were direct. Okay. Was it a culture shock, or did they prepare you enough for what you were going to be in for when you got here?
I think they prepared us enough. Of course, you don't want to spoil a surprise of basic and freshman year. You kind of just want to experience it. But I think, they told us it's going to be a different environment. You're going to get yelled at. There's going to be things that you don't want to do that you have to. So you just have to get, used to that. But I'm a pretty calm person. Not much really gets to me. So it wasn't that effective to me. Like,